MagicsBets in the cut, got the game on lock. Flipping dimes, calling shots, every move non-stop. 615 parlay slayer, player odds like dice. In the trap house, betting lines, making racks feel nice. Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead. Parlay slayer stacking chips like you bricks. Magic calling plays, mixing schemes so slick. Numbers on the board, all these digits don't lie. In this trap house sports, best we fly. Pushing the line, we don't fold, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead. Got your bankroll rising like the early morning sun. From parlays to straight plays, we stun. Twisted stats, breaking news, all for the gain. In this world of odds, we reign.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
What it do, man?
Welcome back to another episode of Pushing the Line Sports. What's up, Mike? What's going on over there?
Look like my alerts is going off on my laptop. I guess Devon Vele is being traded. That's what it say.
What? You know, that was my guy last year with the Broncos. Made me some money on some bets that people wouldn't have thought would have been made. Where you going?
I don't know. It got my sleeper going crazy, though. I know that. Let me see.
Devon Vele traded to the Saints. I thought he was going to have something good.
Oh, hell. We can start the show on that. What's up, y'all?
That hurts my feelings.
Hope everybody good.
What's up, Smeezy?
I tell you what, I don't know where y'all at right now, but it's hot.
As hell.
But I tell you what, starting tomorrow, football season is officially underway. Yes, we got preseason tomorrow and Friday, but you know Saturday college football start.
Man, I can't wait. And that episode we had this past Sunday of college football preview. If you have not checked that out, go back, watch it, listen to it on your commute to work. Do whatever you gotta do to get that into your system, because that was a good show in my opinion.
It was a good show. We posted some reels, some shorts on TikTok. We got a lot of reactions back. A lot of people, they had some good and bad things to say. Not about us. It was just about what we said. I say the SEC has a lot of passionate fans.
Hey,
One guy, he messaged me. He said, whenever they want to do the buyout for Brian Kelly, he'll add some money to. He'll add some money to it.
The ones that I posted, I had a few people comment on them too. A lot of them weren't even SEC fans. They one guy, he's a big Oregon fan, and me and him talk football back and forth all the time when college football season starts. He even chimed in on what was going on with the things that we posted. So started to get a little traction and reaction. I love it.
We are, man. We are. Today gonna be a good show. So today's show it's not necessarily a do not draft list. It's more of a be careful and don't fall for the trap list. Me and T do stocks, so they got this thing called, is it a dead cat bounce?
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's all I can tell you. It's certain people we gonna say, we're not saying don't draft them. This is pretty much a be careful. That's kind of where we at. Now, some of them we are saying do not draft, and we'll let y'all know in detail which ones those are. But for the most part, this is kind of just, when you're making your draft, you may see a name and you may be like, well, damn, why ain't nobody picked him yet? We gonna tell you why ain't nobody picked him yet.
Too high.
Too high.
Sometimes
we'll say, go ahead.
Sometimes the potential doesn't outweigh the risk.
Right. Now, I will say, when you drafting this, if this is your first time drafting, if you got the 1 to 2 pick or the 9 and 10, you have a lot of time between picks. If you really, really want somebody and you know they're not gonna come around, you may have to reach. But it's better be a somebody that's damn near fail proof. I tell you that.
Yeah, it might upset a few people because we don't went through these lists these past couple shows and gave you our top 10, and a few of those people that were in the top 10 at their position. I got a couple of those guys on my list.
Oh yeah, me too. Most definitely. I was talking to T yesterday and a couple of other people, and I was telling them how fantasy and reality is different. So I was telling them um, about Josh Allen. Josh Allen had his worst season since 2019 last year. He was 16th in completions. He was 14th in passing yards. He was tied for seventh in the league with Aaron Rodgers in passing touchdowns. But he finished the quarterback two last year, and he won MVP because he had in fantasy he had 500 yards and 12 touchdowns. That's why when you look at fantasy, Joe Burrow is the outlier here because he throws for a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. But that's why you see mobile quarterbacks go so high because you pretty much getting two players in one. So just be mindful of stuff like that. But I don't really have no news. We gave it to you. Devon Vele got traded to the Saints.
Since last show, there was some news of the Browns being Browns again. Isaiah Bond was cleared of wrongdoing in his case,
Yeah.
and he was immediately signed by the Browns before the ink on that other case dried up. So I don't know if that's news to you or not, but the Browns are being Browns.
Also, Deshaun Watson is posting videos of him running and throwing the ball. If he if he somehow figures because this whole little quarterback carousel has been going on, and we forgot about the one that's the highest paid on the team. He's Mr. 240 million guaranteed. If he come back and he somehow is healthy from this Achilles, what is that gonna look like?
Well, the Browns are dysfunctional as it is.
As hell, as hell. I want to see what that's gonna look like. So, uh, you ready to do this top 10?
Man, I'd hate to even call it the top 10. I'm calling it 10 people to avoid. I mean, it's hard to rank this as a top 10.
I said it on the Facebook post. We are going to play some mind games with y'all, and you have to choose which people that we playing mind games with. Because we're not telling you don't draft them, but we are gonna make you question where you draft certain people once we give you this. So we're gonna be a couple of Scrooges today, as I like to say.
I think I'll just start with the least obvious ones and work my way up that way.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, you want to go first? You want me to go first? I don't care.
Uh, I'm gonna give you one that's not on the list, and I think you'll agree with this. I want y'all to be very careful and be very mindful. Look at these injury reports. It is a bunch of wide receivers that's got hamstring, foot, toe, a bunch of wide receivers, big name wide receivers that's got little dings and injuries, and just be very mindful of that. It's not on our top 10 because there's too many of them. But I'm talking AJ Brown, I'm talking Malik Neighbors, I'm talking Jalen McMillan, I'm talking Chris Godwin, Tyreek Hill got some kind of oblique. His big name, Justin Jefferson, hamstring. So before we get into this list, just be mindful of that. Not saying they're not going to be on the list, not saying they are. But this weekend coming up is the main time for people to do drafts. So before you draft, just be mindful of that. Okay, you can kick it off now.
I did have one name that was on my list, but when I broke it down to 10, because you always say that I'm giving too much information, so I'm gonna just give that one out. I had Matthew Stafford on my list, but I took him off the list because right now it's kind of obvious with his back injury that you should be careful of drafting him. Some of
Absolutely.
these others are not so obvious, but I'm gonna start out with Chris Olave, wide receiver of the Saints.
We are
Um,
1 for 1 so far.
he finished wide receiver 44 in PPG last year. Concussions are a recurring issue with him. He is one good hit away from being career ending, if you ask me.
Yep.
Wide
I
receiver
got
one
that on my
talent,
notes.
no quarterbacks worthy of mentioning and throw to him.
That is literally my notes. Serious concussion concerns. He's had a concussion every season in the NFL, and he had one in college, and no reliable quarterback play. I mean, it really ain't much else to say about that. He played for the Saints. They gonna suck, and he get concussions.
Yep.
We can go on. We can go on after
Okay,
that.
so give you a little info. Right before the show, Mike asked me how many did I think we were going to agree on, and I just threw the number three out there. So there's one.
We 1 for 1. Okay. So give me your next one.
Chris Godwin.
We are 2 for 2.
I mean, he had an injury to end his 2024 season early. He's still questionable for week one. You got Emeka Egbuka in there now, so you also got Mike Evans. So target share.
Yep. That was pretty much the same for me. I did see where he may be put on the pup list. If he's put on the pup list to start the season, they have to miss a minimum first 4 games.
Yep.
He's only played one full season his whole career. He's coming off that horrific ankle injury that was on Monday night. I believe that was a Monday night football game, and it was late in the game too. Um, the Bucks have drafted 2 receivers that are pretty good, in Egbuka, like you said, and Jalen McMillan. But in the case of Jalen McMillan, he just got a neck injury, and he is going to be out for an extended period of time, like some weeks. This is not a week to week thing. This is a he could be out for a long time type injury. So we'll see about the Bucks, but I would be very big on Emeka Egbuka.
And don't get me wrong, if you drafting and you got all of your starting wide receivers already drafted and in a slot, if Chris Godwin's
Mm-hmm.
sitting there, you
Take
don't
him,
see nobody better, grab him. Because
especially if you got an
late in the
IR spot.
season, if he comes back fully healthy, he could win for you late in the year.
Yep, he's there. I mean, he's a good player. There's nobody on this list is a bad player. He's a good player. He just ain't healthy. So you want me to go this time?
Sure.
So I got Mark Andrews.
Mm.
Is he on your list?
He's the only tight end on my list.
So we 3 for 3 so far. So I'm gonna say this about Mark Andrews: touchdowns carried him last season. This season he's going to lose those He's going to lose red zone targets. I can promise you, to DeAndre Hopkins. That's going to happen. He's going to lose some of his targets to Isaiah Likely as well. He did not have any double-digit targets last season. In the games that Mark Andrews did not score touchdowns, his fantasy points was 4, 4, 0, 0, 9, and 3. And one game he had 9. That game went into overtime, including a game against Houston where he had 2 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. Sounds like a pretty good game, but he had 1 catch for 67 yards, and that was a touchdown catch. You take that away, he only got 1 catch and 1 yard. I like Mark Andrews. He is a touchdown target, but they just brought in a better touchdown target. Then once you get down in the red zone, you got Lamar, you got Derrick Henry. I just don't see him getting 11 touchdown catches this year. Hope I'm wrong, but I don't see it. And if he does not get those touchdown passes, he's pretty much just below average tight end at this point.
Yep. This is one of those situations where we're not saying don't draft him. Just don't
Mm-hmm.
draft him high because in most mock drafts he's still going high. He's a later round tight end at best right now.
Yep.
Pretty much overpriced. Mm.
All right.
So we got 3 for 3 out.
We're not going to agree on this one. There's no way.
Run it.
Jordan Addison. We didn't agree on that one. Okay, good.
I don't have him on my list for a simple fact with his suspension. Um, that's obvious.
That's why I got him. He suspended the first 3 games of the season, which is important to me because they have unsure quarterback play because we don't know what JJ McCarthy is going to look like. This is pretty much his rookie season, although it's his second year. He didn't play at all last year. So you got Justin Jefferson as the our wide receiver one. I can't even talk. You got T.J. Hawkinson, and you got to remember you got Aaron Jones coming out the backfield, and he's a good pass catching back. A rookie quarterback, a young quarterback, best friend is always the tight end, and he's always going to throw it to the person that make the most money. Make no mistake about it. So who does that leave short? The wide receiver too.
Another
He may
situation.
regress, huh?
It's another situation just like Chris Godwin. If he's sitting
Yeah,
there after you got your main wide receivers drafted, grab
pick
him.
him up.
He's going to help you out late in the season because he's going to have a slow start due to his suspension.
Yep. And a lot of people when they draft him, once they see that suspension by their name, he's going to drop. Believe me, wherever he was getting drafted at normal in most leagues, once they see suspended or they see out or PUP or whatever it say by their name, he's going to drop down. If you can get him late, like T said, pick his ass up and put him on your bench.
Yep.
It's about to start getting good now. Go ahead, who you got? You had to take a drink before this one, so this must be a doozy.
I wouldn't say a doozy, but Cooper Cup.
Hmm. Fine. We didn't agree on one.
I I love Cooper Cup, but he's missed 18 games in the last 3 seasons with lower body injuries. He's 32 years old on a new team in a new system. Um, he's still going to be valuable as far as getting you points, but you're not going to draft him in the first 2 or 3 rounds like you would the previous years.
Mm-mm. I think after he hit that triple crown, he pretty much been in decline after that. I think that was his coup de grace, right?
Yeah. Well, he
Uh,
started growing
you
that
know what's
beard, and
crazy?
I think that did
Yeah. It always looked wet too.
it.
It looked, it always looked wet.
Got the Jerry curl
I
juice in
can't.
it.
The thing about Cooper Cup, I agree with you, but they got JSN over there.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Yes.
right for having him on there. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there. I got you. My next one is Najee Harris.
Mm.
I got Najee. He's still hobbled by that eye injury. I don't know what's up with professional people and popping fireworks. I've been popping fireworks since I was 4 years old. I ain't never hurt myself popping no fireworks. These people blowing their hands off, got eye injuries. What are you doing with these fireworks out here? It's neither here nor there. Anyway, Omarion Hampton is eventually going to be the running back one for the Chargers. That's going to happen. Don't know when, but it's going to happen. So I was looking up ADPs yesterday, and right now it has Najee Harris as the RB1. He's getting picked in the 12th round. Omarion Hampton is supposed to be the backup. He's getting picked in the 4th round. That should tell you right there. Najee Harris is not going to be that bell cow back that he was in Pittsburgh. He'll be serviceable. He may snipe a few touchdowns from Hampton, but I think that's eventually. I give it the first 6 weeks. We'll see how the Chargers look, but I think Najee Harris will be the Rashad White to Omarion Hampton's Bucky Irvin.
Mm. He is not on my list, but I can agree with everything that you
I
just said.
Yeah, I don't see it. Should have stayed in. Well, I guess he had to make his money. I ain't gonna say he should have stayed in Pittsburgh.
If you were playing in a keeper league, which either one of those backs you were going to draft in later rounds, if it comes down to Najee Harris or Marion Hampton, I would take a Marion Hampton because he has the potential to bust out late in the season and would be a good keeper at a cheap price
Hmm.
for your keeper league.
Absolutely. All right, man. Give me your next one.
Hey man, you remember that movie Friday? That dude that was riding up on the bike,
If he got to explain it, that means it's finna be some shit.
Debo, Debo Samuel.
You know what? I'm gonna disagree. Go ahead. I like it. Go ahead.
He he kind of looked cooked last year. I mean, maybe he came back into camp a little better in shape. So he's
Mhm.
29 years old. He's not as explosive as he was. Um, he's a little dinged up in his body because he has a physical play style. You come into a new offense with your wide receiver one being Terry McLaurin. If they get the contract done, he's not going to get as many receptions as he would have probably had in San Francisco.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for Debo just because of what I seen the Monday night game. If they get rid of Brad Robinson Jr., which I think that's inevitable, they are gonna get rid of him.
It's on the way.
I think he will play a role in the backfield. I think he's going to take some of Zach Ertz's targets. That's why I think he's going to get his targets at. Now, if Terry McLaurin does indeed get traded and he's not there, Debo is going to shoot up very fast. So right now, I think the jury is out. I understand why you saying what you said because last year he just looked slow and he looked like he was banged up. He didn't look like Debo. So I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna put a question mark by that. We'll come back to that because I want to see how Terry McLaurin paying out because that's huge. That's hanging over Washington right now. That's huge. That's
Yeah.
huge for them right now.
And ideally,
So my next one,
hold on.
go ahead.
Before you do that, ideally with Debo, yes, it would be nice for him to get a mix in the backfield. But that was one of the things
Mhm.
that was going on in San Francisco that he did not want to do. So he might be against that still in Washington. So
That is true. That is true. I guess I would think if you're 29 years old and they paying you and you got your ass don't want to be sitting at home not making no money, you might want to line your ass up back here.
you're right.
All right, man. So we 22 minutes in. We doing
Doing
pretty
good.
good. My next one is Javonte Williams. He's not on your list, is
He is not on my list.
he? He has never played a full season. Over the last two seasons, he's only averaged 3.5 yards a carry. He's averaged 45 yards per game over 4 years. He got traded to Dallas. Is him and is it Miles Sanders? Is that Miles Sanders? Is it Dallas
Miles
Cowboy,
Sanders.
right?
Yep.
The reports are Miles Sanders is actually playing more than he is right now. The Cowboys' offensive line is not as strong as it used to be. And he, in 4 years of playing NFL football as a starting RB1, he has 11 touchdowns. This is a do not draft.
That's why he wasn't on my list. I had no plans of drafting.
I don't either.
Oh,
Yeah,
I,
I'm damn sure with you because nah, bro, I'm good on you.
mm, mm, mm. Plus, Dallas might be
You
playing
ain't
from
gave me
behind
no
a whole lot.
bombs yet.
Okay.
You ain't gave me no nothing that's gonna make us go viral yet. I'm surprised because I got
Uh,
a couple coming.
oh, they coming. They coming. As a matter of fact, this is almost there, but not quite there. This wide receiver got traded in the offseason. His quarterback should probably be in retirement home. It's not a clear upgrade from the quarterback that he had last year.
Mm,
He's only averaged 6 touchdowns per season the last 3 years, and he never became a true wide receiver one, but has always been drafted like he's a wide receiver one. Lost his job. I wouldn't say lost his job. Lost the role as wide receiver one to a rookie wide receiver last year.
ah, yeah, I know who you talk about.
DK Metcalf.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for DK.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna try to. He's the clear cut number one over there. I think that's not questionable, right? Unless
Remember
you
how
just
you
really
talking about
think
Calvin
Roman
Ridley?
Wilson. I'm agreeing with you on that
Okay.
end.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Calvin really had Will. Aaron Rodgers is better than Will Levis. So give me
I
that now.
don't know.
He had, I think, DK Metcalf would get a lot of targets. He may not get a lot of touchdowns. I will give you that. But I think he's going to get a lot of targets and a lot of catches. Somebody got to get the yards. I
You
think
got two
DK
tight ends.
Metcalf can. Yeah, he do got tight ends, Freiermuth and Jonnu Smith. That's true. I think DK Metcalf can have I think he can get at least 11 or 1,200 yards receiving this year.
Okay. But I wouldn't draft him high.
Because Aaron Rodgers I wouldn't draft him high, but I think he may be able to surprise some people this year.
Wide receiver 2 in deep leagues, wide receiver 3 or 4 in those 10-team leagues.
In 10-team redraft.
Yep.
That's funny. But we're going to stick on the same team because I got Jalen Warren as my next one.
Okay, you got a lot of running backs.
So he averaged over 67 total yards the second half of the season, which for him that's pretty good. But where it comes in, they drafted Caleb Johnson out of Iowa. I think they just going to be split backs. I think that's going to be running back by committee the whole entire season. And the crazy thing about Jalen Warren, he's a good receiving back, but he has never scored a receiving touchdown. Did not know that. Just so happened I was doing research and I seen that. Also, I think he can have like a close to an Aaron Jones type impact with Aaron Rodgers, but they got to find that chemistry because I don't think none of the Pittsburgh starters have played in the preseason, so you don't know what that's going to look like. But I just think the running back, I think Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith, this is going to be completely running back by committee this season. So I wouldn't pick him high. Maybe a flex for a week if you got everybody on a bye, but just putting him in your starting lineup, I don't think I would do that.
So you remember you were just talking about some fireworks?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the 4th of July, because here they come. Matter of fact,
Oh, God.
I ain't got no alcohol, but I wish I did for this one right here. And I'm not saying don't draft this guy. I'm not saying that at all. But he is no longer a first round guy. He is possibly not even a second round guy in the 10-team league. He is a between the 20s guy on the field. He's got another wide receiver that's about to take his red zone share. He's only had 9 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons.
I
Puka
don't even know who
Nakua.
you're talking about.
Puka Nakua.
Oh, he's on my list.
Okay. Puka.
He's on my list.
Hey, I love Puka. Puka has got me some points. But Devontae Adams is going to take some of the red zone share. Karen Williams is going to take their red zone share.
Yep. Wow.
He's one of those overvalued people.
Puka has. I got him for early injury history. Can you really trust his? He had that bursa sac injury. He had the sprained PCL. I put he was going to lose targets to Devontae Adams. I have zero confidence in Matthew Stafford's back injury right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's scaring me because I got the Rams and the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. If Matthew Stafford ain't healthy, you can chalk all that and forget about it. He is not a red zone target. He only had 3 touchdowns last season, as you said. Devontae Adams is a red zone sniper. Devontae Adams has not had a season where he only had 3 touchdowns since 2015. And teams, if they know Matthew Stafford has this back injury, they're going to rush him, they're going to blitz him. And Devontae Adams was number 4 in separation rate last season, which means he knows how. He's one of the best route runners we've ever had anyway. So he's going to get open quicker. He's going to get open faster. And if him and Matthew Stafford get that rapport like that, Puka's numbers could go way down. I'm with you on that one. I didn't think we was going to agree on that one, but I'm with you on that one.
So Mike can sit here and tell you anything you need to know about an Achilles injury and recover from that because he's been through it. With the Matthew Stafford situation, I can tell you about that because I got back problems myself. One day I can wake up feeling like Superman. I got the world on my shoulders. I can carry it and do anything you want. I can look the wrong way and I'll be on my deathbed in 5 minutes. So you never know what's gonna happen with those back injuries.
That's true. Especially at his age, playing in the NFL, if he get blindsided one good time, that could be it. That could be it. And the way it is, when you're doing research, and I was just looking for research for the Rams, they don't know if he's gonna play after this season. This could be his last season. He may retire after this season.
Well, it's questionable whether he was gonna
So
play this season.
absolutely, it was. That's yeah. Puka Nakua, man. So what we got? 2 more?
I've got 3 on my list because you went over Mark Andrews.
Okay, go ahead. Give me one more.
Uh, Joe Mixon.
I almost put Joe Mixon on my
He
list. That's a
he
good
is an RB1 for his team, but
one. Mm-hmm.
he's still hurt with that foot injury. So week 1 is still in jeopardy. Um, he's gonna split with Nick Chubb, Damian Pierce. Texas O line, they traded away their 2 best offensive linemen. They gone, and he's 29 years old, so you can't draft him as high as you normally would.
I agree with that. Joe Mixon, one of my favorite players too. The fact of what you just said, I almost put C.J. Stroud on my list, but I'm rooting for him. I don't. I hope this. I'm kind of scared for this Houston team for everything that you said. Nick Chubb ain't Nick Chubb no more. Joe Mixon, he's been banged up since the latter part of last season. He's still banged up. C.J. Stroud, that offensive line is worse than what it was last year, and he led the league in getting sacked last season. You're not going to start the season with Tank Dell. Stephon Diggs is gone, which lends the question, should we have put Nico Collins on this list?
Nope, I wouldn't put him on the list for a simple fact of what you were saying about Justin Jefferson.
He going to throw the ball to the wide receiver 1.
Yep.
And I also think that we don't talk about it much, but you may want to consider looking at Dalton Schultz as far as tight ends go. Because they're gonna pressure CJ Stroud. So he's gonna have to get rid of the ball pretty quick. So that was a good one. I'm
Um,
with you on that.
they just traded their backup tight end Brevin Jordan also, or did he get hurt? He got hurt, I think.
I think they still got Cade. Is this Cade Stover from Ohio State?
Yeah, he still hadn't done nothing in the league, so
Yeah, he ain't done nothing. All right, so you got 2 left, and I got 2 left.
I got 2 left.
I got Sam Laporta.
Whoa, not on my list. I only
So
had one
let me
tight end on my list.
so let me throw. I'm gonna throw some stuff out to y'all. Uh, where is he on the depth chart for the Detroit Lions? If you have 3 wide receivers set, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown out there, you got Jameson Williams out there, you got Tim Patrick out there, you got Jameer Gibbs in the backfield, and you got Sam Laporta. Who getting the ball? At least three of them people are better options. I ain't gonna say they better, but I will say that they can do more with the ball than Sam Laporta can. So where's he at on the depth chart? Um, he only had 5 or more catches one time in the first 11 weeks, and that was against the Titans. That was the game not to throw that on you, but that was the game where they was just scoring touchdowns everywhere. He's projected to go in the 5th round. You got Devontae Smith. You got Cortland Sutton, Ted McMillan, Patrick Mahomes, James Conner, David Montgomery, Jamison Williams, which is his own teammate. If you go back and you look at his rookie season, he only led tight ends in touchdowns, which is why he was our back tight end 1. He didn't lead them in targets. He didn't lead them in catches. He didn't lead them in yards. So touchdowns will really make you look good if you get them. But when you don't get them and you have to just have those solid games to where you just catching the ball and getting the yards, I don't know if Sam Laporta can do that in this Detroit system. I don't think he can get the targets. And then, too, what are they going to look like without Ben Johnson?
All
That
valid
jury
points.
is still out there.
All valid points. But he did not make my list because I think he's still gonna get some red zone targets. Especially when they get down there close, because people will try to key in on Gibbs and Montgomery. Um, and for everything that you said beforehand about this offense is the same reason that two people almost made my list. Amon-Ra St. Brown almost made my list, and Jameer Gibbs almost made my list. And the only reason I'm keeping Jameer Gibbs in my keeper league is because I got him late enough that it's not going to cost me a high pick.
I didn't think about Jameer. I thought about maybe Amon-Ra because he had that knee scope or whatever it was. So I don't know what he's gonna look like, but I mean, it depends on how high you are on Jamison Williams this year. So I understand. I mean, you can pretty much make a case if you really, really want to, and you get your ass to thinking like we did. You can come up with a case for anybody. But all right, give me your next one.
This player has the potential to lead all fantasy football in scoring
Uh-oh.
for several years. He's always been picked in the first round, no later than the second round. But his injury history is something you gotta look at. I don't care how talented the player is. Christian McCaffrey.
I just didn't put him on my list because I figured you was gonna put him on yours, honestly.
He's there. I love him to death. But it's one of those high risk, high reward. Because if you draft him high, he's gonna get hurt. You catch him in that 3rd or 4th round because people think he's gonna get hurt, he's gonna have an
Mhm.
all world season.
Where he's going in order to get him, you can't. Some of these people that we saying, you can't say, "Well, I'm gonna wait and see if he drop." They're not gonna drop. Christian McCaffrey ain't going past late first, early second round. So if you want him, you're gonna have to get him. And
I
I'm
mean,
talking between first round number 5 all the way to early second round first pick.
you think about it. If you in a 10-team league and you at the back of the league in the draft,
Mm-hmm.
if you have Saquon Barkley, you have Derrick Henry, Jameer Gibbs, Josh Jacobs, and somebody's gonna be stupid enough to draft Ashton Genty in the high rounds. Bijan Robinson. That's 6 running backs right there. If you have those 6 running backs run off the board, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh man, I gotta get me a running back. Let me get Christian McCaffrey."
I'll say this, and this is all I got. If 3 or 4, let's say 5 running backs has went off the board and he's still there, take the shot. But if you got like the third pick and you can get Bijan, Jameer, Derrick Henry, Saquon, I ain't taking the shot. I say that. That's about all I got for him. Because if he come back and he's healthy and he have the year that he had the year before this last one, you're gonna hit the jackpot. That's about all I got for him though. All right. Who you got?
Nah, I got one left. You got two left.
No, I got one left.
You got one left?
I got one left.
Oh, shit. I mean, you brought up his name a couple times that last little conversation.
It may be the same person. What
I,
position is it?
I mean, regression is coming.
What position is he?
Regression is coming.
Is it a running back?
Regression is coming. Yes,
Yeah, it's
running back.
probably the same. It's probably
Re-
the same person.
regression is coming. I'm just gonna say that. They gonna get the ball to several different people in this offense. If it's not a long run for a touchdown, he's probably not gonna get a lot of touchdowns. He is not gonna have a season like he had last year. And although you Mike Butler has proved to me that the Madden curse does not exist anymore.
The same
Saquon
person.
Barkley is on my avoid, beware, possibly do not draft list, depending on who is there.
Yeah, that's my pick too. It hurt me to put him on there too.
It
I
hurt me to
swear
put
it
him.
did.
Hurt
I'm not
me.
going to say don't draft him. I'm going to say, and I'm finna throw this out here because I almost put him on here. I was going to put Jamar Chase on this list simply
Ooh,
because Jamar Chase and Saquon Barkley had a season last year, and Lamar Jackson too. Them 3 seasons that they had last year was unreal. Like
hard to
that
replicate.
don't happen. And all three of those players are going to go down in some form or fashion. Um, so you brought up the Madden curse. So I'm gonna throw you alley oop. Have you heard of the 2,000 yard curse?
I vaguely heard of it, but nobody's really replicated it after doing so, right?
So let me. I went and I did a little history for y'all. Since we got a little time, I'm finna run it down to you. In 1973, O.J. Simpson rushed for 2,003 yards and 12 touchdowns. The next season, he had 1,125 yards and 3 touchdowns. In 1984, Eric Dickerson rushed for 2,105 yards and 14 touchdowns. The next season, he had 1,234 and 12 touchdowns, which is not bad. These seasons that I'm going to tell you, they're not bad, but just temper your expectations. 1997, Barry Sanders rushed for 2,053 yards and 11 touchdowns. Next season, he rushed for 1,491 yards and 4 touchdowns. 1998, the next year, Terrell Davis rushed for 2,008 yards and 21 touchdowns. The next season, he tore his ACL, and pretty much his career was over with after that. Jamal Lewis in 2003, he ran for 2,066 yards and 14 touchdowns. The next season, he had 1,006 yards and 7 touchdowns, and he had a suspension. Chris Johnson in 2009, you remember this, T? 2,006 yards, 14 touchdowns. Next season, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. 2012, Adrian Peterson, 2,097 yards, 12 touchdowns. Next season, 1,266 yards, 10 touchdowns. And finally, you had Derrick Henry in 2020, rushed for 2,027 yards and 17 touchdowns. And next season, he broke his foot. It's never been replicated. Not saying he can't, but if you draft him and you think Saquon finna go out there and get 2,000 yards and he gonna rush for those, I think damn near every Saquon touchdown he had so many 50, 60, 70 yard touchdown runs, it was crazy.
Yep.
I don't think teams gonna let him do that this year. I think they really gonna focus in on Saquon, and they're gonna be like, nah, Jalen Hurts gonna have to beat us. I think that's where that's gonna happen. Landon Dickerson said he'd be back week 1, so the offensive line still should be good. They did lose Mekhi Becton, so we'll see how that works. Realistically, and this is what I was telling y'all, me and T was telling y'all about Ashton Genty. Be realistic. When you pick him in this spot, Saquon Barkley may have 1,234 yards and 10 touchdowns. That's a good season for a running back. But just don't think that he finna get 2,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. It's probably not going to happen. But
Overinflated value.
he does have a case to where he can get more catches out of the backfield because they may have to utilize him in a passing game more if they focus on him running the ball because they're going to want him to have the ball in his hands. He is a playmaker, so we'll see.
They got a legit number 2 now also.
They do. They got a legit number 2 and 3. They got John Mechie. They got Jahan Dotson, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. It's a lot of balls to go around out there. Pause, but
Pause.
it is.
Please pause.
It's a lot to go around.
Talking about balls in the tush push. God damn.
I think that was a good list. I think we hit some good ones, and it's still plenty more.
We agreed on more than I thought we were gonna agree on too.
Yeah, it was hard, man. I had Tyreek Hill on my list.
Yeah. He was
But
close.
I think if all of Miami had deep offense, if Tua is healthy, you can put Tua on the list. I had Jalen Waddle on here, and I took him off.
Devon A-Chain almost made my list.
Devon A-Chain could have been on here. Literally, if you look at fantasy football, you can literally go down every single person and figure out a way, if you really wanted to try to lower expectations on them. Is Derrick Henry gonna get 1,921 yards this season coming up?
Nope.
I highly doubt it. Is Lamar Jackson gonna get 4,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, and then get 900 yards rushing and another 10 or 12 touchdowns? Probably not.
As a matter of fact, he left practice today with a wrist injury.
Yeah, somebody stepped on his hand. He good. That scared me to death too. But he all right. He all right.
Ain't none of these injuries gonna scare me to death until after I draft.
The only one that's really scaring me, honestly, is Matthew Stafford. Because, like you said, he can wake up week 1 and be perfectly fine and go sit down on the bench after scoring a touchdown, and his back can go out and he done for 6 weeks. So that scares the living hell out of me for that team. But this was a good show, man. This was a good show. And we under an hour.
Right under an hour. So with that being said, tell them what we got coming up.
Oh, in about an hour, actually, we are about to be guests on the Raw Approach. Dr. Reginald Woods has invited me and T to be on his show. It's at 8 o'clock. It should be on Facebook Live. It should be on Instagram Live. I ain't never been interviewed for a podcast before, so I don't know what to do. I may go put a suit on. Hell, I don't know what to do. But it's going to be fun. It's not going to be long. It's like a 30, 45-minute show. If we get a link, we'll send y'all the link out. And, yeah, that's what we got on the agenda for today. College football starts this weekend. Our next show, Sunday.
Should be Sunday. What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. It may be a mystery show.
Because I haven't even started working on nothing.
Nah, we'll figure out something. We'll give y'all some fire content as usual. We'll come up with something. But we got college football to talk about. You got NFL cuts coming up. Somebody gonna get cut. Clearly, you got trades coming.
Yep.
So we'll see. The Michael Parsons scandal is still going on. I don't even really want to talk about it right now. But
I mean, we got a lot that could happen between now and Sunday.
Absolutely. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Means a lot.
Oh yeah,
'Cause we ain't
if you are in our fantasy football league, go and get them dudes in.
I drafted Sunday.
Yeah.
Is it
Saturday.
Saturday?
Saturday the
Is it this Saturday? The
no, next
30th?
Saturday. Next Saturday, 30th.
Okay, yeah.
At 3:30.
At work, man. At work. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. If y'all got any questions, ideas, comments, anything, y'all know where to find us. We're going to post more reels, more shorts, uh, pretty much every day.
Yep. And then
So
we're headed into football season, so it will be a weekly show on Sunday before the game start. We'll be giving you our betting insights, what to look for. Man, it's time.
it's time. It's time.
We
Sign
appreciate
us out,
y'all.
T.
We're nothing without you. We'll see you Sunday. Actually, we'll see you in about an hour if you join us.
Lines moving swift like the rain in the night. Heavy hitters in this game got the insight. Magics with the tip, 615 with the hit. Podcast worldwide, see us never miss.